Hey, it's Michael Griswold. You know, one of the things that I love in life is getting my hair cut. I love having someone massage my head and cut my hair and just listen to me. You know, when you get your hair cut, whoever's doing it is just totally devoted to listening to you. I think it's awesome. So I got my hair cut today. Wanted to make you guys a video, but it doesn't have anything to do with me getting a haircut. It has to do with how to create passionate, fulfilling, faithful, and satisfying relationships. One of the biggest things that people are afraid of in relationships is getting cheated on and being left for someone else. In this video, I'm going to tell you how you can keep that from happening, and actually, you're going to be surprised by how to do it. In fact, until you do this, you don't even have a relationship. What you have is two fake people acting perfect and just kind of having a fling. So, what is the key to having a great relationship? You know those people, maybe you've got some friends who are the perfect couple. You know, they do everything together, they seem to always be in love, and they kind of make everyone else sick because everyone else is jealous of them. What's their secret? Well, I'm going to tell you. Their secret is conflict. Conflict is what breeds intimacy in a relationship. Conflict is what brings people together, and conflict is what creates the greatest connection and intimacy more than anything else, even more than having sex. Now, you may be thinking, wait a minute, conflict is what makes people break up, and that's true also. Because for some people, conflict does breed intimacy, and it brings people so close, and they get to love each other and understand each other so much more. For some people, conflict is an opportunity to safeguard your position, to defend yourself, and to be right. And so instead of bringing you closer, you both go farther and farther away. What's the difference? Well, the difference quite simply is, in a conflict, there's only room for one person to be afraid. If you're both afraid, then you're both going to protect yourself, and nothing good is going to come of that. You're just going to continue to protect your positions. But if you can see conflict for what it is, then it gives you the opportunity to use it to really get to know your partner better. It gives you the opportunity for them to feel safe, protected, and known by you. You know, if you've ever seen the Master Persuasion course that I created on how to get people to do what you want, you'll know that one of the keys to persuasion is allaying other people's fears. You know, getting rid of their fears, helping them to resolve their fears. In conflict, the reason people have conflict is because their fears come out. You know, we all have fears, right? You have fears, I have fears. I'm afraid of being rejected, you're afraid of being rejected, but we don't go around like that, right? I don't introduce myself to a girl and be like, hey, my name's Michael Griswold. I'm really afraid that you're going to reject me. We act like we have it all together, but it's in conflict that these secret fears come up. So if you can recognize that conflict is that, and then create space so that your partner can feel safe to be open with you, and not to react, and not to try to protect yourself, but instead seek to know them and understand them better, then you will find that your partner falls hopelessly in love with you. And here's the other key. You'll find that you fall hopelessly in love with them. Because when you really try to understand what someone's saying, instead of trying to defend yourself, you can't help but love this person, because you find that the things that they're afraid of are the same things that you're afraid of. And you can see that you have so much more in common than you thought. Let me give you an idea. So I was dating this girl, and we were having a conflict over sex and whether we should have sex. And at first, I was tempted to be like, I love sex, we should have sex, because it's great. But when I really listened to her and saw and was seeking to understand her, I didn't convince her of anything. I just created the space for her to feel comfortable to talk to me. And that created an incredible bond that makes us so close together. So you can do the same thing. The next time, even now, before you get into a conflict, resolve that the next time it comes up, you're not going to make assumptions. You're not going to jump to conclusions, and you're really going to seek to listen to what your partner's saying, so that they can feel closer to you, so that they can feel like their fears are being softened, their fears are being taken away, their fears are being allayed by your tender and compassionate love for them. If you do that, you and your partner will be that couple that everybody else is jealous of and everybody else wants to be like. My name's Michael Griswold. For more tips on how to create great relationships, go to reunitedrelationships.com.